Hola gang, and welcome again to Old Nerd Reviews. I'm Tony, your old nerd of the day, and I do try things so you don't have to. Today I am doing something I've been waiting for a long time to do, and they just came out. This is a ChuckECheese pepperoni pizza.
Yeah!
And not any ChuckECheese pizza. It's a frozen pizza, so you can get this in the store. I remember ChuckECheese growing up. In fact, there is still one in my old stomping grounds of Vancouver, Washington. Still in existence, but I remember all the old animatronics, all the games you could play and stuff like that. The pizza was not, stellar, but everything else made up for it. All right, so what we have here is this is a 18.55 ounce pizza, 1 pound, 2.55 ounce. It says it's an excellent source of calcium, made with real mozzarella cheese. And you can get 250 free e-tickets. 250 free e-tickets with any food purchase. So obviously you have to find a real-life ChuckECheese in order to get these things. All right, so how do we do this? Baking instructions: remove pizza from all packaging. 375 in the oven. Place on the center rack. I've got a little pizza stone that I use. Bake 10 to 15 minutes. And that's it. Okay, let's do it. Old Nerd Kitchen. See you there. I really hate to rip this open because he's so cute on there. Although he's not the original looking ChuckECheese. The original looking ChuckECheese was a little creepy looking, but hey, he was the original. So they do have two varieties of these. They have a pepperoni and they have a cheese. So that's the only two you can get. Let's take a look. Okay, so we'll take the wrapper off of this, and there is how it looks. It's got a good amount of pepperoni, which is nice. Looks like a pretty regular frozen pizza other than that. Just heard the oven go off, so I'm going to shove this thing in. And when the pizza's ready to come out, I've got my handy dandy pizza slapper there. Just ready to slap that pizza. Oh, and while we're waiting, we can entertain ourselves with the ChuckECheese band there. They've got a little puzzle there. Find the slice. There it is. Well, I guess it's not that easy. And they have a YouTube channel, so you can go to ChuckECheese and see what they have over there. And they have a warning at the bottom: do not eat before cooking. See, this has to be put there for the people who have to be told not to use the toaster in the bathtub. I'm sure you know people like that. Okie doke. Now we wait. All right, there it is. This is definitely a thin crust pizza. This is your only option. There's no thick crust, thin crust options. You either have the cheese or the pepperoni, and that's what you get. I'm not much of a thin crust guy. What I usually do is I usually let it rest for about 5 minutes so everything kind of settles and all the juices kind of settle, and then I cut into it. By the way, if you haven't seen the video that I put out on not letting the takeaway places cut your pizza and the reasoning why, I'll go ahead and put a link to that and you can check that out. 5 minutes is up. Let's cut into this. I have some pizza scissors somewhere, but I'm not sure where they are, so I'm just using the regular dealio here. There is the final product. What do you think? Leave a comment. Grab a piece with a decent amount of pepperoni on it. What I do like is that the pepperoni is evenly distributed, so I mean they're good about that. I mean, sometimes you get frozen pizzas and there's just very little pepperoni on it, or it's all in one place and you got to arrange it, but this was pretty well done. Okay, so there it is. Thin crust, a little bit floppy there. Let's take a look at the other side. Looks like it's a pretty good brown, and I left it in for the full 15 minutes, so it has a pretty good brown on the underside. Okay, give it a shot. Do it again. Okay. Pepperoni has a bite to it. A little spiciness to all the pepperoni. Pretty good size pieces. It has a decent amount of cheese. Usually I'm someone who will get some shredded cheese and put more cheese on my frozen pizzas just because I like a lot of cheese. The crust has a crunch to it on the ends, and as I said, it browned up fairly well on the bottom. Also has a minimal amount of sauce on it. So overall flavor, you could do just as well if you got one of the cheapest pizzas you can find. Tony's, the Totino's, on down that line. These are not that great, especially for the price. All right, the damage on the pepperoni ChuckECheese pizza. Got this from Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store, and the damage was $5.99. That was on sale. This was $1 off. Regular price for this pizza is $6.99. That's the nail in the coffin for me. There is no way this is worth $7. No way in heck. So essentially this is a gimmick pizza. This is just going off the name ChuckECheese and trying to run with it all the way to the bank, and it just doesn't cut it. All right, on the nerdometer, I would give that right there. Considering the price too compared to the quality, I would give this I would just give this a low meh. It's a premium pizza price trying to be something that it's not. It's just way too expensive for what this thing is. So for this price, you could go down to Little Caesars, Domino's, or Pizza Hut on one of their specials and get so much better pizza for the same price, if not less. So shame on you trying to use the lauded name of ChuckECheese and giving me that. But I want to hear from you guys. If any of you have found any of the ChuckECheese's pizza and tried either one, tell me what you thought. Go ahead and leave it in the comments. There you go, gang. Another review in the bag. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate you guys watching. Follow me on my social networks on the website. All those links are down below in the description. And if you do all that, you too can become a part of the coffee swilling. Got it today. Old Nerd Crony Community. All right, you guys have a freaking awesome day, and I'll talk to you again. Bye now.